Hey Sagittarius, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of February. I wanted to say thank you for the 6,800 views for last month's love and separation. You guys are my top every month. You guys really knock it out of the park, you and Scorpio. So I really appreciate y'all. So cross watchers, come on in. Let's see if we can get Sagittarius a good read. I've got the Rebel deck out, so brace yourselves. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. It's not me, it's the card. Believe what you see. Okay. So let's get some cards on it and see what we see. Ooh, I've got healing a relationship incoming. Okay. All right, believe what you see, staying grounded, okay? You are only talking about the money. So what we have here is you staying grounded. You're not living in a fantasy, okay? You're staying grounded, you're on point. So let's see what's going on with your partner, Sagittarius. Okay, well, right off the bat, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is stagnation, but sometimes the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Knight and the Queen. So sometimes the Knight of Pentacles is about slow moving, yes, but when he gets there, he's solid, right? So he's not a in and out kind of guy, kind of gal, okay? So slowness, okay, very methodical, but Sagittarius, you are about that right now. You're trying to be grounded and not live in fantasy world. And the Knight of Pentacles may just be what you need. For others of you, this is a relationship in which maybe there's an older partner, or maybe there's a partner that has a little more bank than the other one. But there is slowness, there is stagnation. So let's see what's going on. Okay. Truth is coming out. New beginning, slow new beginning, but new beginning nonetheless. Offer of love right off the bat. So this Knight here is bringing you a new beginning. He's also bringing you love. Just seemed like he's taking his time, right? So let's see what's going on with you. This could also talk about believe what you see. It could also be a matter of actions lining up with words, okay? So people can talk a good game all day long, right? But I mean, if they don't do what they say they're going to do, then you lose respect for them, right? You don't believe them, you lose trust. And when you lose trust, you lose respect, right? And when you lose respect, you lose love. So this is talking about believing what you see. Actions lining up with words. So over here, you're strong. You're strong. You're overcoming something that happened within a relationship previously for some of you. For some of you, you're overcoming a fantasy, okay, about this relationship or previous relationship. You're moving full steam ahead, though, with the transformation of coming out of fantasy into reality, okay? What's the reality here, okay? If you live in Timbuktu, because I can't think of anything better to say, and I live in Dallas, Texas, then we're going to have troubles, okay, with having a day-to-day come-home relationship, right? There's also going to be cultural differences, probably. There's going to be a hell of a lot of transition, and you're going to have to put in a lot of work in order to make sure you're maintaining the relationship. So not living in a fantasy about how that's all going to be real easy and great, okay? What is it right now that that we're going to have to do to maintain this relationship. And for some people, you know, that's kind of a lot. Okay, so you were coming out of a fantasy. That was just an example, by the way. You're coming out of a fantasy of this relationship. You don't want to be deceived, okay? You feel like you've kind of been deceived, or maybe you were deceiving yourself by living in a fantasy world about this particular situation. You were moving forward and making a transition into, okay, what's real about this thing? And I think that you're doing very well. You're trying to avoid setting yourself up for failure. Okay, so let's see what the blocks for your partner are. Okay, block is, okay. Block is the communication has the potential, okay, for explosion, right? Communication is coming to you, okay, regarding someone ending a relationship. So, Sagittarius, you may have been in contact with this person. They were in a relationship, okay, and perhaps you were, because you present as the Queen of Pentacles in this read. You're overcoming illusions and fantasies about maybe your previous relationship or said relationship, okay? Your partner's coming out of a relationship, and I think that they're coming to you to communicate, hey, I'm single, okay? Long story short, I'm single. But you're not going to buy into illusions. You're not going to suffer any illusions on this, okay? So let's see what your blocks are. All right, communication incoming about planning for the future. Heartbreak. Okay, so perhaps you were hoping that this would have moved more quickly, or maybe you're upset because the communication's not there about said relationship. So, heartbreak, single, elimination. For some of you, though, this is about, we've got the Emperor in reverse. For some of you, Sagittarius, though, this is about two people becoming single at the same time. Universe works crazy like that. So this right here is about your current relationship, okay? You are talking about there's no plans for the future with this relationship, not this one. You are now single too. And you've been illuminated about your particular partner in this relationship, and you are not going to hang out. For others of you, this is the relationship, okay? It's over. But someone's coming back to you to talk to you about how to repair it, okay? At any rate, you two are both single at the same time. They're coming to tell you, hey, I'm single. You're coming to tell them, well, what do you know? I'm single too. You know, I learned some stuff in this relationship I didn't really like. I couldn't stay. So let's get the blocks between the two of you. Both of you have given up the idea with these separate relationships that you were in that there's going to be building and there's going to be a future here. Others of you have decided to take a leap of faith with this person, and it's going to be very good. There are going to be burdens in the situation because somebody's holding back. Okay, holding back, which is kind of a form of manipulation. Withholding is always a form of manipulation. And forward movement. Secrets. So let's see what this moon's about. Secret lovers. Secret lovers. Okay. I don't know why that song just popped in my head, y'all. Sorry. Okay, so we have moon. Secret lovers. Somebody found out. Illusion is over. Cat's out of the bag. The ruse. Somebody knows about it now. So, okay. Another scenario. Sagittarius, your reading's complicated. You two were having an affair with each other, right? Some of y'all out there, not everybody. Having an affair. Your partners found out. Okay? Boom. Tower moment. So now you're both single together. Okay? You're both single out of this relationship together. Secret lovers. Okay? No more juggling. Somebody found out about this situation. That was the secret. Somebody was not as loyal as they portrayed themselves to be. There were extramarital things happening here. Betrayal is 3 of Cups and 10 of Swords right here. So you're both single because your partners found out, okay, that you were having an affair. For others of you, you are both single at the same time, okay, for whatever happened in your relationship. So the universe has made it the path forward. But believe what you see, right? Not what you hear, because this is cheap, okay? Talk is cheap. Okay, so let's see how your partner feels about you and what a potential final outcome can be. Reconciliation, apologies not being had, missed opportunity, an offer. Okay. All right. So here's what I see. Someone is unapologetic. They think that you're unapologetic about this relationship. Clearly, you're unapologetic about the affair, or some of you are just unapologetic about what might have happened in the past between the two of you. Others of you, you're like, yeah, well, that relationship was what it was, and that's why I'm not in it anymore. Reconciliation. So what they're asking here is they feel about you. They're wondering if there's potential for reconciliation between you, Sagittarius, and your former partner. Sagittarius is saying, no, that ship has sailed. There is no more opportunity in reclaiming this relationship. I'm ready to move forward. But I would like some time, to myself for a little while. It looks like right now your partner doesn't feel like there's a new beginning on the table until you work through some issues, until the smoke clears, right? So, happy life, moving forward. King and Queen of Wands now, see, you guys are a couple. And moving forward with that. But this is going to cause some anxiety. It's going to be a lot of work, like I said earlier. Suffering illusions, okay? Forward victory. They see you as their forward victory. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of getting out of the relationship up here, a lot of problems. So let's see what a potential final outcome can be. It's going to be a lot of work ending these relationships. Maybe you guys met at the tail end of these relationships, before divorce or whatever. It could be a number of situations. All right, committed partner making the decision to be together. Offers of romance, no blocking. Of course, you don't have to hide anymore for some of you, right? There is a little bit of defensiveness with the idea of rejection and manipulation in relationship. Somebody's waiting for the right time, though. That's what this is all about. Somebody's waiting for the right time. They haven't walked away, moving away from something bad to something better, holding on to each other and the idea of this relationship. But again, not suffering any illusions, okay? You're speaking. Not suffering any illusions, creating boundaries. Lovers, coming out of contact, coming back into contact, and finding the balance and healing. So some of you are ending a relationship that was probably already over, okay? Because if it's not over, then you're not fucking other people. Just want to make that real clear. And some of you are trying to come back into relationship. But the main issue here is You realize that you're coming into a new relationship. You might have met at the tail end of that situation. And you're not gonna flower it up. Okay, you're gonna say what you have to say and you're gonna drive on. Biggest part about this is that your current partners, the ones that you're not in relationship with, there's going to be a lot of havoc and a lot of emotions and a lot of trouble getting out of these, okay? Because now they know that the two of you are together. You don't have to hide it anymore, but, there are consequences for that, right? So you're not going to try and take on the whole burden by yourself. You're not going to try to flower it up. You're going to simply just get out of this relationship. You're going to move on. You're going to come together in your relationship, or whatever in the hell that means. Okay, so let's see what your partner has to say to you, Sagittarius. It happens in relationships. Sometimes we hang on longer than we should, okay? And the love dies for whatever the reason is. The love dies, and you meet other people at the tail end of a relationship, right? Well, are you still technically cheating? Yeah, you are, but that's your life. You judge it the way you want to, but it happens every day, all day long, all the time. If I knew then what I know now, would have made different choices. So I think this is your partner saying to you, I wish I would have met you 15 years ago, right? I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. So it looks like maybe there was a period of time in which you weren't talking, or maybe you guys had to put the brakes on something for a minute. This may have been a relationship way, way, way in the past that has been resumed. So let's see what your partner's next moves are. Anyway, it's like a spaghetti thing here with the lovers, right? Okay, somebody feels like they're trapped. They're trapped in relationship. Twin flame is here. So it could very well be that, you were already married, you became activated, you became awakened to the twin flame journey and your twin, and that's kind of how this went, and your partners found out, or what have you. You both were single at the same time, if there's no affair energy, and you met each other at the tail end of relationship. They see this as a positive way to be. They are frustrated because, well, of course, there's current partners. They want their freedom. Because they were bored with this relationship, but there were secrets, okay? They're not sure maybe if this is a twin flame or a soulmate. They probably may not understand the phrase twin flame at this point, but they definitely think this is soulmate relationship. And I have the card innocent. So, maybe there was no exchange physically. Maybe it was just text messages. Maybe it was just phone calls. Maybe it was just whatever. And they see this relationship as being innocent. They don't see it as being tainted. Okay? There's a lot of regret going on here. Somebody's trying to find their peace and their courage to make a move. Somebody's dealing with their own negative issues right now. Elusive, contemplate. Somebody's asked for some time. Like I said earlier, somebody was asking for some time to think about things and to maybe be single for a little while. There is going to be a reconnect. They're going to be very confident after that period of time to reconnect with you, and things will take off from there. So there you have it with that. 7, divine guidance. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So Illusions. Again, talking about illusions. Sometimes when we're in a long-term marriage or a long-term relationship, you get in a rut. You get, you got the job, you got the mortgage, you got whatever. And you're just living your day-to-day life, right? And the illusion can be appearing to be happy in a situation in which you feel like you're dying in, right? Illusion could be waking up every morning, I love you too, honey, and then being completely miserable by yourself, knowing that you're miserable in that relationship. That could be illusion. There's a lot of different ways to take illusion, okay, and different ways to engage with illusion. So this is saying to you, go where the love is, okay? Sometimes obligations are an illusion. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. The only thing that is real is love. Sometimes, 9 times out of 10, if you're as miserable as you are, your partner is too, okay? So Sagittarius, that's what I have for you, and I'll see you guys for second half, Love and Separation.